Hi everyone, it's Duncan from Rock and Reel Reviews, Scotland's #1 review site for all things punk, rock, metal and movies. Welcome back to another Duncan's Quickie. I'm Duncan, here comes the Quickie. Today's Quickie review is my first Quickie review in about 6 months. I think if you check that previous video, I was all full of, I'll be doing loads of these this year, and I haven't actually done any. I've been kind of busy doing other things for the website, and obviously personal life as well. But yeah, so these have kind of fallen by the wayside, but it is my plan to start doing these regularly, possibly 2 a week from now on. As always, these YouTube videos can be viewed at YouTube or at our website, rockandreelreviews.com. What to tell you, there's been a shitload happening on the Rock and Reels front. There's now 10 of us writing for the site, which is fucking awesome. Still got so much material that we can't actually review it all, hence why I brought back the quickies, because there's albums that are slipping through the cracks which you guys need to listen to. They're either really fucking good, or, as it's happened in the past, I might not like something, and you know how I go off if I don't like something. So we need to get these out there so you guys know about them. This video will be visible through YouTube and on the rockandreelreviews.com website. If you're viewing me through Rock and Reels, below this video is a video of the band, his most recent single, so you can listen to that as well. Make up your own mind if you want to go and buy the album, or if you want to just give it a miss, it's up to you. We've also started doing more regular podcasts. At the moment, I think we were doing a podcast once every 3 months. That was almost once a quarter, which was a great way of kind of getting as many reviewers in a room as possible and just letting us rip on what we like and what we don't like. But ideally, that's not the best way to put things forward. I think we've realised it ourselves. There are people out there that are regular followers on our Facebook site and on our website now that we want to try and keep the momentum going. So we've started doing podcasts every fortnight, and the most recent one, podcast number 5, is available for download directly from the website. That's rockandreelreviews.com. If you go to the podcast section, you can download our podcast straight away, or if you're on iTunes, we now have an iTunes feed which you can subscribe to. So if you go to iTunes and you search Rock and Reel Reviews, all one word, you'll be able to download that directly, subscribe, and you'll be able to get every single one we do. As soon as they go up, you can get to listen to them, which is pretty fucking cool. Technology is awesome, people. Technology is awesome. But I'm kind of waffling here, just trying to fill you in with as much detail as possible, so the subsequent videos that come after this will be purely about the music. So let's get into this quickie. The band are called ASG. The album was called Blood Drive. It was released on the 28th of May 2013 on Relapse Records. Now, Relapse Records are a record label which more famously is known for putting out Mastodon, really kind of helping Mastodon come to the heights that they're at. Also, they have bands like Baroness, so there's a specific style they go for. The more well-established bands on the record label tend to be kind of sludgy, sort of kind of heavy rock, but of a southern sound, and ASG certainly fall within that category. I would describe them as kind of stoner, more kind of commercialised sounding sludge music, kind of on the cusp of newer Baroness, like the Yellow Green album, and probably newer Mastodon, probably the Hunter album. It falls within that sort of category, but there's also a hard rock feel about the band. I would say their new album, which, like I said, is called Blood Drive, it's their 4th album, is a mix of the more commercial side of Mastodon, the more commercial side of Baroness, and I get a Caius feel through it. I was reading their biog and they mentioned Queens of the Stone Age, and certainly there is a Queens of the Stone Age kind of element there, but Queens of the Stone Age sounding just now are not indicative of how ASG sound, so I would definitely say it's more a Caius feel. Not as raw as Caius, because this album is incredibly commercial sounding, and that's not a bad thing. What stands out for me on the album is Jason Shy's vocals. His vocals are just so kind of almost sickly sweet sounding, which you would think wouldn't go with the kind of stonery sludgy sound, but for whatever reason it just fucking fits the bill 100%. His melodies are really, really interesting. His vocals kind of dance right through the songs. like I say, it's very commercial. At times it reminds me of Kevin Palmer, who fronted Trust Company, who were a kind of short-lived new metal band. I think they had 3 albums or whatever, but vocally, the vocals are very similar in terms of the melody. That's not to say that this guy doesn't kick out and do some, you know, screams, because the guy does scream on the album. There's not a lot of screams, which I like my screams, but this album doesn't really need it. There's a lot of kind of airy sections which go off, kind of spacey guitars, and his vocals kind of, like I say, float right through the whole thing. What I would say is that they're what I would call a new genre of music, which I would say, if I had to give it a name, it would be new rock. And I think the kind of newer Baroness and newer Mastodon albums fall within that, and ASG are certainly on the cusp as well. If you listen to this album, you're going to probably get about 3 songs in and wonder, you know, why there's not been any screaming. Like I say, he doesn't do a lot of screaming on the album. But when you hear, like, I mean, when Cattle Storm kicks in, which I think is track 4, Cattle Storm is a heavy fucking song, and his vocals rip on that album, and it's the only song it really lets loose. And like I say, my only kind of criticism would be, I want more of that fucking let and go. Jason Shai's voice, when he puts a bit of aggression behind it, is fucking powerful. It's got an amazing scream tone, and you know, I would love to hear more of that. But like I say, you know, each to their own. The band, without that, do very, very well. It's just a personal preference. Other songs I like on the album: Blues for Bama. It's a very, very kind of cool groove, sort of chill out, ballady sort of track. Children's Music, which has a wee bit of the more aggressive tone in the vocals. It's really fucking cool. The Ladder is chilled out to fuck. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant song. There's 12 songs in this album, so there's plenty going on. Plenty bang for your buck, so to speak. Like I say, the album came out on the 28th of May, so it's out just now, so you can go and buy it, and I recommend you should go out and buy it. I would score this album 3.5 out of 5. Like I say, it's on Relapse Records. As with all Duncan's Quickie reviews, below will be links to their Facebook page, our website, the Relapse website, and where to buy the album directly off the band's Bandcamp. So go and check it out. This one is definitely one that I would recommend. Until the next time I see you, I hope you all take care, and I hope you've enjoyed the return of Duncan's Quickies, and I'll catch you very, very soon. So, like I always do, yoink!